Well, it finally happened. After over a year of free multiplayer, Nintendo finally rolled out its first paid online service in September 2018. While online for last generation's consoles is still free. For as long as the service still exists, anyway. Rest in peace, Wii Shop. Console Morgulis.
Console Dohirus.
Playing your favorite Nintendo Switch games online means paying a fee. While Nintendo is slowly rolling out free online-only games, such as Tetris 99, more on that in another video, their first offering to sweeten the deal was an ever-growing collection of NES titles, including an option on some games to play with a friend on an entirely different Switch from across the interwebs. While we think NES games are cute, this is Famicom Dojo, and this is Nintendo's first fully region-unlocked home console. North American Switch cartridges work in Japanese systems and vice versa, and many cartridges contain language options for just about any region in the world. That's right, everyone! We did it! Hashtag end region locking. You will never need another Operation Rainfall. At least not this generation. Japanese Switch owners get a Famicom online channel by default instead of the NES. And we're going to show you how to do it. I don't even know why we bothered to make a video about this, honestly. Just going to be a few clicks here and there, and then... can't seem to find... Oh, I probably just have to search. Just need to... Oh, we're done! Oh, come on, is that region locked? Fine. Agents! Agents for go. Agents for go! Alright! Ready? Okay. This is a reference to how handhelds from the original Game Boy to the DS and import rhythm games like Oh and Down were region-free. I think. But then, starting with the DSi and continuing to the 3DS and even the GameCube, everything Nintendo was region-locked. But now we're resorting to the US version of Oh and Down Elite Beat Agents to make a point. But they're looking a little rusty. Also, the costume was cheap. Hey man, you want to take 5? I don't want you to like pull your lumbago or something.
Thank you, brother. I could say the spell.
Downloading the Family Computer Nintendo Switch online channel on a non-Japanese Switch can be done, but it's going to take a little more effort than one might like. Today on Famicom Dojo, we're going to show you how to set up a My Nintendo profile that will allow you to access any eShop, and then use that profile to download Famicom games outside of Japan. Here's what you'll need. Saying the Nintendo Switch is region-free is a bit of a misnomer. Nintendo still defines regions for a number of reasons, including default language options for games. And additionally, for licensing reasons, it maintains an eShop for each of those regions. This is how you find the Famicom channel online, but Nintendo didn't make it easy. It's not as simple as changing the system's region and language. Even if it were, you stand the chance of not knowing how to switch it back from a language you can't read. Yeah, I have no idea what these kanji mean. Instead, you need to make a new profile and set it to the desired region. Using a PC or smartphone, create or update a My Nintendo profile. I prefer to have a separate profile, mostly because I don't want to have to switch the region back and forth on the website. But, as I also found out, any points that you might have when you do switch will go away. So be sure it's what you want and change the region for that profile. The site will ask you to confirm. And save. If the account is already registered to your Switch, you're nearly done. Otherwise, you need to create a new profile and link it to the My Nintendo account. Then all you need to do is launch the Nintendo eShop and use the alternate account. You don't even need to worry about setting language options for the console because the eShop will ignore them anyway. Okay! Although you're kind of on your own now. There's currently a section for Nintendo Online where the NES or Famicom channel can be found, plus online-only games like Tetris 99. Otherwise, you'll have to search for it by katakana, like this. Switch the keyboard to this first Japanese keyboard, which says Japanese Romaji entry. Take that, Wii U. Switch the text mode to this second option, which is for the katakana character set, and then start entering phonetically. F-U for the sound fu, L-A for a lowercase a to change that to a fa, M-I for me, and hopefully by this point you'll see the Family Computer in the suggested list. Okay, got it. Home free, right? Not quite. While you can now access the Famicom Online games from any profile on your Switch, you still need an active Nintendo Online account to play. Otherwise, you'll be greeted by this charming screen from when I tried to fire up Splatoon 2 earlier. While you don't have to pay for Nintendo Switch Online to access the eShop or download any games, once you fire one up, your profile is going to have to be attached to that account or be a supervised account on a family plan. Fortunately, it's easy to sign up for a free trial, although it requires a credit card for automatic renewal. That's how they get you. For me, I have 3 kids who love playing Splatoon 2 and really want to have their own profile and characters to play online. But I'll save that part for a little bit later in case you're just here for the Famicom games. And we're in! The Famicom Online layout is identical to the NES version, so if you can't read Japanese, you should still be able to get around. You can choose between single-player, 2-player, or online multiplayer mode. Much like the NES Classic Edition and Famicom Mini, you can choose your display type. Just pick Pixel Perfect and don't make me explain why. Again. In fact, each game has 4 save states just like the Classic Editions. However, unlike the Classic Editions, Nintendo's able to update your selection of games. Basically whenever it feels like it. As these new games become available, their cards will be flipped over until you unveil them. Nintendo has even been releasing special versions of its games if you want to cut right to your favorite parts, a la NES Remix. You may be used to the NES versions of these games, but even so, the Famicom versions are already pretty special. Metroid has its sound and save states. What's kill mode? Excitebike? Yep, game save still works here. Although, to be fair, it does in the NES version as well. Zelda and Zelda 2 have those sweet sounds. But no please wait dialogue. Bummer. But you and I know why we really downloaded this. We want not only Famicom versions of NES games, but games that aren't available at all on the NES channel. Some examples include Adventures of Lolo 2, Joy Mech Fight, Supari Ozumo, Fire Emblem, Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light, Yar Kung Fu, and others. So, like I said before, I have a family of 4 who loves to play online, but unfortunately that means that to have their own profiles, I have to have a family plan. Still, for $35 a year, that's almost half of what I paid for Xbox Live Gold and PlayStation Plus. And believe me, I paid for both at the same time. But in order for other profiles to take advantage of this premium offer, you have to set up separate My Nintendo accounts for each one. So get out your PC or smartphone again. Logged into the My Nintendo account you used to purchase your online plan, you can create child accounts for anyone in your household. You can also add an existing account as a supervised account under your plan. You can also set up access restrictions for each child and supervised account, so they can't run up your credit card bill. And I only have 3 kids. So far. Thanks to Director Brian for his quick Twitter tutorial on how to download the Famicom Online channel. Credit for the Elite Beat Agent's wallpaper goes to deviant artist Tamalesyatole. Check out the link to the image in the description. Thanks for training your game at the Famicom Dojo. If you liked this video, you should totally subscribe. We've got a lot more great Nintendo Switch and retro topics to cover. Oh, and one more thing about your new Japanese profile accounts. You might start seeing some news in the feed in Japanese, but if you delete it, it should clear up. Probably. You're welcome.
Famicom Dojo 次回
In the game of consoles, you win or you die.
We lost.
That's a matter of opinion.
Famicom Dojo.
Woo! Thank you, brother.